Hello, everyone. This is Sons of Mort Thraken. This is Jay.
It's B.
D.
And we are here to discuss potential bombshells in Season 7, Episode 4, The Spoils of War. So, I'll go first. I think the bombshell of the episode, the big reveal or the most dramatic moment, will be what happens between Jon and Daenerys when they go down into that cave that you can see in the promo shot. They're down there with a torch, and they are looking for dragon glass, looking to see what's down there. In fact, it looks like Daenerys didn't even really know there was dragon glass there. I think they're going to go down, and this is going to be the turning point in the episode and in the season, really, between when Daenerys thought that everything was about the Game of Thrones and she thought Jon was crazy this last episode. She's going to find, either by the dragon glass, by whoever mined the dragon glass previously, which I think we're going to find is not just going to be the Targaryens, possibly the Children of the Forest. There will be either symbols or drawings or paintings, and she's going to be convinced that
The Army of the Dead is real.
The Army of the Dead is real, the Night King is real, and it's all going to shift her focus. She's going to agree to cooperate and help Jon to fight the same cause. And it's going to be, I think, the beginning of their relationship that flowers into their romance, which we will discuss in another video. I know you two both disagree with me. But I think that's going to be the big bombshell, what they find in that cave and how it impacts the two main characters, really, the ice and the fire of the Song of Ice and Fire.
Do you think it's a little early in the series for them to resolve their tensions with each other, though? Because we have the rest of the season and all of next.
See, I think I like where you're going with that. I can see that happening, but I don't think she's going to be so quick to believe and then act the way Jon Snow wants her to. I can see her being convinced, or at least starting to believe, but still being like, I have other things on my mind right now. Once we get the Seven Kingdoms in order, then I can deal with this supposed Army of the Dead if they're there. And it's going to drive a wedge between Jon and Daenerys, and they're not going to hook up. But we'll talk about that in another episode.
Okay, they're going to hook up. Nonetheless, I don't think it'll resolve everything. I think it'll be the turning point. She will see there's something more to this. He's not just telling me this and this crazy talk from the north. There's something going on here, and it's going to open her mind to, it's a magical world they live in. She has dragons. It's not that far-fetched to believe there's something strange and magical and looming that could hurt them all up north. I think she'll be able to grasp and understand that. I mean, she's fireproof. How hard is it to believe that there are people that are reanimated by the Ice King?
I think she'll believe it. I don't think she's going to necessarily do what we would want her to do.
And I intentionally said Ice King. I know he's the Night King, but you get the idea.
I get the idea.
All right.
I get it.
Good.
Okay.
D.
My theory for the bombshell is that, okay, Daenerys is pissed. She's losing. She's upset. She felt like she was invincible before with her army of the Unsullied and the Dothraki and her dragons, and all that's crumbling. So she's going to take one of her dragons, and they're going to go steal the gold that's on its way to the Iron Bank. And in the process, the main bombshell or reveal is going to be that they get Jaime as a prisoner of war and take him back. And that is all going to lead to my heart's desire, which is Jaime and Brienne of Tarth finally getting together and being together.
Yes, and start a lovely family.
Exactly, and they'll live happily ever after like everybody else in this world.
I like it.
Of giant, lovely lady giants.
I think it's clear there's some fight involving fire, which likely means dragons. And I think Jaime's going to go after one of the dragons, possibly injure one of the dragons. Right?
Yeah, I could see that.
But I think you've got it pretty close. Most of his army is going to be wiped out.
So my inclination initially was to say that I think that Yara Greyjoy is going to make some dramatic escape and maybe some people up. That's my F word, guys. My one F word.
You get one.
I took it. I think that's going to happen, but I don't know if that's really a bombshell. I mean, I think we maybe kind of expect something like that to happen. So I guess.
Who's she going to kill?
I don't know.
On her way out.
How's she going to get free?
Euron.
Is Theon going to come?
There's no way Euron dies already. I don't think so.
I don't think there's any way she stays a prisoner for long, though, either.
I hope
You know
not.
what I think? You know what I think now, though? So throughout this conversation, I've been thinking that there was that scene between Melisandre and Varys, and she leaves and he stays, but he's super disquieted about the fact that she makes a comment
She
about how
knows
they're both going
something,
to die here,
right?
and then she leaves and he stays. So I wonder if he doesn't meet some gruesome and horrific end.
Varys?
Varys. Very soon.
Could be. Interesting.
That was so bizarre. It was
It
such
was
a bizarre
really weird.
exchange. And I have a hard time believing that it would be that it wasn't just a hint. It was a very bizarre exchange that was kind of...
Well, it sounded like, okay, what do we know about Melisandre? She has in the past looked into the
She's
flames.
9,000 years old.
And yeah, she's super old,
Yeah.
but she's looked into the flames and seen things. And what have we seen this season? Along the same lines, the Hound looks into the flames, and from being Mr. Skeptical, I don't believe in religion, he sees something that shakes his entire foundation to the point that he goes and buries the bodies that and tries to say some type of prayer on them, right? Because of what he saw in the flames, which he says was essentially the Night King coming down and Eastwatch, that area by the wall. So he saw into the flames and predicted something in the future. She's a red priestess who looks into the flames and worships the Lord of Light. Odds are she's seen something, right?
Right.
But
I think Varys has some... I think there's going to be something involving Varys.
It seems like Varys knew what she was talking about and was upset that she knew a secret about him.
Maybe.
So
Yeah.
there's something going on there in his backstory we don't know yet.
When his penis was tossed in the fire.
Yeah.
Right.
It grew into 1,000 other penises.
Okay, so those are the potential bombshells we're predicting for episode 4. This is Jay,
Average D.
B.
Sons of Mort Thraken, signing out. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel so you can get updates for all our latest videos.
Wiener, 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 one wiener next to another wiener, wiener, two wieners alongside yet another wiener, dangle soft, wiener, nice and soft, fluffy lolly rags, wiener, fluffy wiener, fluffy wiener.